Hey, my name is Dylan. So tonight I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about coffee and a little bit more about fair trade. So a lot of North Americans like to drink coffee on a daily basis. You'll constantly see people waking up to a cup of coffee. There's a huge market in the world for it. Everybody drinks coffee. So these coffee drinkers see the end product without giving much thought to where it came from. Obviously, coffee comes from coffee beans, which grows off of trees. The largest producers in the world currently right now are actually Brazil, Vietnam, and Colombia. So the most well-known product of fair trade is coffee, which is why I've been talking a little bit about coffee so far. Before fair trade, the income farmers would get from coffee was subject to change quite often, as a product that they produce is directly linked to climate. So, for example, things like droughts, flooding, or even flash freezes has a direct impact on how much product they're able to produce. The price that these farmers can sell at fluctuates quite easily too. So retailers and restaurants that you buy your coffee from, they make weekly and monthly forecasts based off of how much of what sells. These guys buy them from their producers or distributors, who in turn buy from farmers. So regardless of how much farmers produce, demand dictates price, which therefore fluctuates usually at the farmer's expense, because usually it's a buyer's market. So the farmer's income isn't very stable, and this has a direct impact, obviously, on their families. Children are put to work in order to cut costs. So fair trade is part of the World Fair Trade Organization. That was started, and it allows these farmers to participate in cooperatives such that retailers will buy their coffee at a set minimum price, which is usually a premium. This allows farmers to raise their standard of living by earning a stable income. The price is no longer fluctuating, and if it is, it's fluctuating at a very stable rate. So not only that, but it also reduces the amount of child exploitation in order to produce this coffee. Farmers who participate in these cooperatives share farming practices between each other. So this actually allows farmers to build more resilient and productive farming communities. The cooperative also allows farmers to be part of decisions that impact the market that they weren't a part of before, as opposed to being handed the brunt of the decision after the other stakeholders have made decisions based on what's best for those other stakeholders. So how else is this sustainable? The premium that retailers, producers, and distributors pay go towards investment in poverty-stricken communities around the world. Examples are building better roads and infrastructure, clean water, education, and healthcare initiatives, and others, to name a few. So the bottom line is, fair trade builds more resilient, forward-thinking communities. The next time you're thinking of buying a cup of coffee, think fair trade.